Hello everyone and welcome back to Flashback Friday, episode number 4 here on Almost Farm, FS19. As you can see, the field that we harvested was corn out of the last time. We are now planting mustard, like I said I was going to. I am going to actually put this on a worker really fast and get out of their way so they'll keep going, because there was something that I left off in the last episode that I said I was going to show. Sorry, I did miss one Friday episode because I was down sick, but I am back now. Field of our coffee, yeah, we'll talk about that here in a little while. We are going to go down and sell the last of these round bales, which are basically round bales of the corn stalks from our corn. Okay. And you've actually seen me do this before, so I am not going to make you watch this entire drive down here, especially since I'm using this smaller tractor that I think might be a little bit slower, or maybe not, than my other tractor. But I will see you when we get closer down there, and we'll sell these and see what we can bring our total up to. We're currently at $62,435, of course decreasing because I hired that worker to plant the mustard for me. So I will see you in just a bit. Okay, and we have arrived here at our wonderful red barn where we sell all the bales in kind of an interesting way with this piece of machinery that I have. So, okay, and we're going to... Oh, never mind. I want to unload the bales, not put it in operating position. Yeah, usually this is full, and sometimes, as you can see, it hits the top, and it does suspend a bale up there every now and then. Oh, $6,463 just from that, so... Wow, that was an interesting dance the tractor did there. Okay. Okay, and once again, I will cut out this trip, and I will see you when we're back at the farm. Okay, and we are back, so now I guess I can talk to you a little bit about this field I said I would talk about. Now, this is our coffee field. You can see that it looks like we have just planted the coffee. Now, coffee is a fairly slow-growing crop, but in the last episode, if you remember, driving past this field, it looked like it had germinated, and there were also weeds on the field. And I did something to get rid of the weeds that I usually don't do. Normally, I just spray the weeds off and see them turn brown and everything, and I didn't do that this time. I said, well, I'm going to do, since they're still in an early stage, I'm going to get a weeder. And so I got this weeder, I ran over this field, and everything that was green on the field completely disappeared. And that worried me a little bit. But as you can see, the field info, when I stand on the field here, it still tells me that I'm growing coffee and that it's 50% fertilized. Nothing has popped up out of the field yet. So you can also see that I was ready down here with my fertilized spreader, and it will not let me put fertilizer on this field because it hasn't gotten past its first growth stage. Now, I have moved on to another day, because you can see that it's 8:18 in the morning right now. I have moved on to another day after that, and still nothing poking through the ground. So I'm really hoping. Oh, it says that they have finished drilling that mustard already. So probably missed a bit. Ah, yes. Missed this little bit back here. Is that the only one? Awesome. I can finish that. So anyway, yeah, nothing coming through as of right now for the coffee. Even though it's been a couple of days, so that's, was going to translate to a couple of months. And so I'm really hoping to see something come out of the ground there pretty soon, or we're going to get some pretty intense virtual farm panic out of that. Because I'm not sure what'll happen if I have to cultivate that field back up and re-sow that. If I don't know if I screwed it up by using the weeder that I did, and it set it back to its initial growth stage, or I don't know. Not sure what's happening with that, but that is that. So anyway, so the coffee field is presumably growing, and the mustard is now in the ground, and hopefully it will not give me the problems that the coffee has so far. I'm really hoping that my mind can be put at ease on that in the next episode. Now, also let me tell you that I was reminded, because I went to a new day from the previous episode. I was reminded of something that I don't really like so much about FS19. If you have never played it, and if you have only done FS22, let me tell you, and I had completely forgotten about this because I've gotten so used to the way you play on FS22, that I went up to at a time when I thought was late enough in the day, and I had everything ready, and I wanted to go ahead and transfer to the next day. And I walked up to my house. I entered the sleep trigger. I hit R to sleep, and it popped up the message, "You're not tired." And it would not let me sleep and go to the next day. So, I actually hit it twice before I paid attention to that message. And then I remembered, oh, that's one of the things that drove me nuts when I played this. And, I imagine that it was pretty tough on people who wanted to play, kind of a realistic. Now, let's see. Let's see what's in my garage. Okay, I got all of that. Okay, it's just giving me that stuff now. Yeah, this is the Einbach, I guess is how you pronounce it. That's the weeder that I got, which, maybe it got a little bit, I was worried that it got a little bit confused because it also will drill like grass and maybe canola or something like that. I don't know. Wheat, maybe, I don't know. It's grass and something, and maybe oilseed radish. And I was like, well, I didn't put any seed in it. I don't know why it would be doing that. So anyway, I am looking for something that I am going to need. And that's it right there. And we're going to buy it used, and that'll take $3,400 off of it, because we are still trying to conserve our money for other things. But I need this because I got rid of our cultivator, and I actually like these a little bit better anyway. So I would change the color of it, but they'd probably charge me for that, so I'm just going to leave it in its original red. And we'll get back in our tractor. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this tractor has enough power to pull this just right out of the gate. This implement counts as a plow, and many of you will probably recognize that this is also available in this size and a larger size in FS22. And just like in FS22, if you one of the particular traits of this is if you do have a tractor that is underpowered and not rated to pull this, if you turn the implement backwards and hook it up that way, it'll pull it at like full speed as if the thing isn't even there, and yet it will still plow. I didn't actually know that when I was playing on FS19. I didn't find that out until I saw somebody use it that way on 22. So here I was waiting on 19 until I, had... Oh, the trees. Yes, I know I could go from in cab, but I'm so used to doing it third person that I just kind of default to that now. Okay. Something else that I need to do. I guess I'll go down here for it. Yeah, I don't plan to do a whole lot of tree work in this series, but this tree is going to have to end up going, so I do need to get back into the shop and look for chainsaws, and I'll get McCullough for no particular reason. And I do have the map object hider, so I can, I think I told you about this before, I can just hide this tree, but a little bit of a quirk with FS19 is if I hide this tree, then when I'm a distance away, it will show me that tree as if it's a ghost and still there. And what I have found is the way around that is to cut down the tree. Oh, that's right. So now I can put my little hand on it there and then use the map object hider, and yes, and away it goes. So there is that. Now, to define and we are going to make sure that creating fields is checked off on there. And let's see. Yeah, I don't want to get too far over from that entrance there. Oh, we have gotten into the rain now, which I've kind of been a little bit trained not to pay much attention to, or to pay extra attention to, rather, from playing on the Mars mission map, because I do not like filming on there in the rain. So we'll put this down. Is it cutting into the ground? I really can't tell. This is probably not going to be all that straight. As you can see, it's probably, it's not making exactly a straight line down through here, but I guess it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. And if you remember, when we first started on this map, there was a large barn kind of sitting in this area where this field is going, and this is one of the reasons why I got rid of that, because I feel that we can put something akin to that barn on the farm and take up a lot less room. And it basically gives me a space where I can do what I'm doing now and create a field that can be productive rather than just a storage space. And we'll run this into our field there. Okay, and that should be our boundary. So the rest of this is just filling all this in. So tell you what, here it is raining, and I'm doing something that's basically just going to be straight up and down, up and down, up and down on this. So I'll do a jump cut to the point when I finish this, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, we are back with a field of rye. That's what we planted. And we now have 3 fields. And it is still raining. How depressing. Okay, I'm going to leave it off here. We have 3 fields, rye, mustard, and hopefully coffee. I'll see you next time. Bye.